How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Real Night. Today we are going to be diving back into Dexter's Season 6, Episode number 3. Last time we met Brother Sam. We're still tackling Dexter versus religion, but Brother Sam seems to be somebody... that has conquered their dark passenger through religion, and is still fighting that dark passenger every day, as he said in his own words. So it'll be interesting to see what that relationship looks like going forward. And I wonder what kind of pointers Dexter is going to be taking from him. He might even get religious. Angel didn't get the promotion. Unfortunately, he always just seems to get caught up in so many things. And I think I've been saying that since the beginning, really. He just gets caught up in so much. Lila, so many examples that I'm not going to even go into now. But Deb is now the lieutenant. She's not with Quinn anymore, which don't really care about, honestly. I'm excited to see what that looks like for her and what that looks like for the department going forward when solving all these cases. So dealing with some kind of end of the world scenario with Travis. All right, enough talk. Let's roll it. Woo! Lightweight. Yeah, buddy. Oh. Well, that's a classic. I've never seen it. Let me know. Is it worth a watch or no?
When you're Harrison's age, everything's important. Everything has meaning, even a piece of molded plastic.
I'm not really sure the storyline of it, though. I think it's like a cop, maybe. Pretty sure Burt Reynolds is in there, too.
It took me 20 minutes to decide what to wear.
Really?
What, don't I look okay?
Yeah, you... Probable homicide, 930 Euclid.
It's about 10 minutes away. I'll meet you there.
You're going to the crime scene?
Yeah.
It's just LaGuardia never went into the field unless she knew the case was going to be high profile.
Yeah, well, I'm not LaGuardia, am I?
Okay, it's totally your call.
I'm interested to see how the job is actually done, because I feel like the lieutenant job is supposed to be like a paperwork job.
Working the snakes killing in my fucking office.
And this is what I was talking about last time. I guess she wasn't really thinking about that aspect of it.
Good luck today. You're going to be great.
Thanks.
So there's going to be something to do with the mannequin here.
Why are you doing this to me? Please, just let me go.
You're not going anywhere until you've repented for your sins.
I'm sorry.
I figured it would be something like that because they have him down in that kneeling position.
If you're sincere, all of this will end. If not, it will get much worse.
But I am sincere.
Can't really pull sincerity out of somebody operating from fear. Terrible way to go about it. Oh, this is the same bridge with Miguel.
0 to 60 in 7.2, a full 800 RPMs.
Trans Am. Dwight would be proud.
Classic Trans Am, vintage American muscle.
This was my dream car.
Didn't Smokey drive one of those? Or was it the Bandit?
Burt Reynolds.
Yo,
Yeah.
guys.
And maybe even where Lila was at when she discovered the Dexter's tools. She stole them.
Where the hell's Quinn? He's on his way.
Seems like we're always asking that question. Hey, right back into the game, huh? I guess that's just how he deals with stuff,
What are you doing, man? What about Deb?
Deb and I broke up. Lieutenant Morgan happened.
It's bullshit.
Keep telling yourself that, Miss LaGuardia.
I mean, he does it to himself some of the time. I would say a lot of the time, really. Especially when it comes to women. He's just... he always gets caught up.
So interesting.
Tooth is chipped.
No surprise there. She really got worked over. It's probably from a meeting.
Or someone tried to rip it out.
You'll be leading your first briefing soon, so make sure you scan all the field reports.
I need to pick a new detective to take my place. I can't afford to be down a man right now.
Well, I can help you with that.
Don't tell me she's going to be hovering.
With everything on your plate right now, the last thing you want to worry about is a transfer situation. Trust me. Harmon's your guy.
I know that LaGuardia can trust Deb to be a good cop and do the job well. I guess she's just worried that she now doesn't have full control,
Morgan.
Don't let her shove something down your throat.
The best blowjob in Miami.
Take it from Mrs. LaGuardia.
Got it. Thanks.
Take the help when it's offered.
Yeah, take the help from Batista. Is this a journal? Maybe some of his first investigations?
You tracked serial killers. Only certain ones.
The Tooth Fairy killings were in the 80s, Dexter. He'd be 70 years.
I mean, Trinity.
What would he be doing in Miami?
Why do most 70-year-olds come to Miami?
Retirement. Yep.
They say old age is like a second childhood. There are primary colors, tricycles.
I wonder if Dexter's even thought about when he gets like old, you know?
Can I help you?
If he has like Alzheimer's or something. Or dementia. He's just unintentionally reliving the old days.
Do you have any other residents here from Oregon?
We have 3 residents from Oregon.
That coffee really looks good. I was gonna get some earlier. I feel a caffeine headache coming on.
I'll fetch you a mug. Be right back.
I appreciate it. Walter Kenny.
I wonder if they do like photo shoots for them. This seemed like some pretty good headshots.
Put together a little surprise for your viewing pleasure.
Is this what I think it is?
Evidence from the ice truck killer investigation.
Oh, Masuka.
This is the ice truck killer's hospital ID.
What a gift.
Whoa.
The hand. Oh, man. It was sad the way she had to go out.
I painted my nails like this for a whole week. Is that just wrong? What do they do with all this stuff?
It just sits here.
It's a shame. This is a piece of history.
I just want to keep it.
Do me a favor. When you get back to your desk, look up the word retarded. First up is the homicide on Euclid.
They'll never tie this to a quarter-century-old serial killer case from Oregon.
That takes us to the snakes killing.
What if we made some of the details of the case public, like the snakes? Might scare.
So I wonder why they killed him, but allowed
No.
the guy that they have now to like repent, you know? Because he should have just dragged that guy down and disemboweled him. And...
We let word out about the snakes. The press will eat it up. Who knows? Maybe something will shake loose. I think it's worth a try. I'm ahead.
Come
Get
on.
started on the statement. Have it on my desk by this afternoon.
Being childish. Now Dev is in the political games.
I don't think you really believe what you are saying, Nathan.
Yeah, he's afraid.
I want to hear you. Tell God that you are sorry. Okay, please. Please, God.
He's getting out.
He's telling you what you want to hear.
No way.
You really have a good heart, Travis. That's why I picked you. But there's much more at stake here. We have to be strong.
I'm pretty sure this came out, I think season 5 was like 2011, so this must be like 2012. And I know that there was like some kind of like doomsday scare in 2012. I was in like middle school. I remember that. Everybody was like worried about the end of the year, December. It was like the end of the Mayan calendar or something like that, I believe.
Dumb as a bag of dog shit.
Hate to break it to you, buddy, but this season actually aired back in 2011, so they were ahead of their time with this one.
Dan.
Walter Kenny. Worst mistake I ever made was moving down to this piss-butt corner of the country.
How bad can it be? It's the Sunshine State.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Threw his back
I
out.
always scream in pain when I take a switch.
Speaking of killing the pain.
So what'd you used to do up in Oregon?
Pills and alcohol. Always a great combination.
I tell you, it's hell not being able to do what you love.
Is he talking about golf or his failure to rip out Rosalio Davalos' tooth?
On the other hand, maybe I gave up too soon.
He wears a dental implant for the lateral incisor, the same one the Tooth Fairy pulled from his victims.
What a way to find that out.
The way it is, I'm gonna have a real hard time on the bus. You wouldn't want to give me a ride, would you?
Perfect. Now I won't have to make an excuse to run into you again.
I mean...
Dang, got the bench out back. It's like a great mechanic shop to work at. Get a quick pump in.
It's not easy turning your life around, man. It could go south at any minute, but...
Did a good job.
You do good work. Well, it's all these repair jobs to pay for that good work. You got any plans this Sunday? We having something like a company get-together, like a beach party. It'd be great if you could come. It's a kid-friendly environment. You'll love it. Have a little beach, barbecue, baptism.
Baptism.
Yeah, Nick. He's taking the big leap, praise God. A lot worse ways you can spend your day off.
Walter Kenny's mother charged with felony child abuse against her son.
Might explain the victims, the women.
I have to vent or my head's gonna explode.
What's wrong?
Everything. I'm my ex-boyfriend's boss.
I think she has the power to transfer him if he really becomes like that big of an issue.
Politics and paperwork and LaGuardia up my ass?
Dad, you're too smart to think that this is going to be easy. No one wants you to fail. Okay, LaGuardia probably wouldn't lose any sleep if you stumbled a bit.
She'd pop a bottle of champagne.
But guess what? You're new at the job. You're going to stumble. And when you screw up, just don't take me down with you. I need the paycheck.
My panic needle swinging out of the red.
Good.
Great conflict resolution, Dexter.
This is a good time for me to ask for a raise.
Fuck off and die.
That nepotism. I was about to say, did nature take its course?
I just need a couple of seconds.
Oh, that's surprising. I'm not trying to be ageist here, but a lot of old people that I know, they're up at like 4.
My son. Gave him everything in life, and now I can't get him on the phone.
Ooh, is Dexter gonna see I was talking about it earlier, just like, has Dexter even thought about being old? But maybe he's gonna see himself in him.
Oh, shit.
He should probably go to a doctor.
Just pick it up for me, will you? Sure.
This guy gotta do some investigating of his own.
The latest teen-ass nipple parade and spanked.
Oh, dang. This guy's excited to get these magazines. Don't tell this man about the internet. It would be funny if this guy is the killer and Dexter does end up killing him. He just put up all the magazines.
Final forensics report on the snakes killing. Nothing new, but if you notice the grammar's improved, it's because Ryan typed it up.
You're gonna make... Oh, come on, Quinn.
So, Ryan, right?
Quinn is so childish, bro.
Hey, liking it?
It's heaven.
Yeah? Even when Ben's around?
Good one.
He's really just trying to hurt Deb.
Oh, I think you're getting a lot of that in you.
You may be right. But you'll never know.
I like how Masuko is just standing there like, yeah, this guy, he has no chance.
Quinn, I know you're pissed. You're doing a great job of letting me know that. But this wasn't easy on me either.
I'm sure. You know, from what I hear, that promotion just came out of the blue.
It did.
No, I'm sure it was just a big fucking coincidence.
Quinn, that is so fucking unfair.
There seems to be a lot of that going around. I got my share. Maybe you're getting yours.
So funny. Like, what? Last episode, he was like, oh, I want to make the mature choice. Dude is not mature. Oof. There you go. Wonder if this was part of their plan. He's just sitting in the background over there. Was that him in the corner? Looks like somebody. It must be the mannequin or something. What are they doing with all this stuff, though? They're just like collecting random things. A horse, a mannequin. That he painted. He's painting some kind of like, I don't know. There's something going on the head. Yeah. Maybe double glove this one. $70 and $42. I'm gonna have to look into that as well. See if that's anything. 70 for the room number and 42 for his storage container.
I couldn't find anything tied to the number 70, but the number 42 does pop up in the Book of Revelations multiple times. I'll dive into this more in my closing thoughts.
Are those teeth? Mm-hmm.
It's like a box of slides.
Has his confirmation.
The man who terrorized the Pacific Northwest for 20 years, all he has left is a box of teeth.
And he had a son too.
Is this what happens to serial killers at the end of their lives?
I knew Dexter would start to find some parallels, as he always does.
I'm really fucked.
What is it?
I'm really fucked. I don't know where the hell I am. I've been riding around for hours. Fucking hell.
Okay, just...
How's he gonna get the ride?
Pick you up. What's the street name and number of the bus stop?
Hell.
Be there in 10 minutes. It's making it easy for me to kill him.
Maybe he did some research on his own.
I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. Keep your eye on the road or I'll blow your head out the window.
Yeah, he did not seem to very,
Till I tell you to turn. How did you get onto me?
Scared.
Dexter. I checked your car registration when you were filling my prescription. And then I goggled your name. Yeah.
Goggled.
What the fuck?
Hey, after work tonight, you want to grab some pho?
Is that Korean?
It's Vietnamese food. It's basically a large bowl of noodles. So that's a yes?
Look, I know I'm new at this job. And it's not that I don't value your advice, but sometimes I have to trust my gut.
You're on your own. If this doesn't work out, don't look to me to have your back.
Making allies everywhere she goes. So stupid, man.
Mike
Oh,
Anderson.
come on, Maria.
There's the lieutenant.
That's me. Great to meet you, Deborah Morgan. Stow the attitude. Or the only job you're going to find in the city is guarding a landfill.
I didn't mean any disrespect.
Oh, yeah. What a way to start an interview.
What the hell is this?
This is the
In the
end,
recliner.
Walter. I still can't believe you are the same man that dumped the body at a deputy sheriff's house.
Total fucking accident. I downed a few too many and didn't feel like driving out to the highway to...
Yeah, when the glow fades.
You're the same kind of sick fuck, aren't you?
At least I'm never gonna end up like you.
Oh, yeah? When you can't do this anymore, what do you have then?
We've never really seen Dexter think about that.
You are not my future. I will not spend my final days getting drunk and staring at a box of trophies.
Keep telling yourself that.
Die as a sad old man of a heart attack.
No!
The latest resident to check out of the
Dang.
Pearl Island retirement village.
Nobody to dump this time.
Walter Kenny's son will never know his father was a monster. We all want life to have some kind of meaning. Seems like
Oh, the Trans Am.
the harder we look for it.
Batista. Got his favorite car. Hey, at least that's one win for him. Wow. Okay, so we're seeing her flaws now. Stealing evidence. And Masuka's probably gonna have a blind eye to it too, since he's dealing with those feelings.
But if our lives don't have meaning,
We'll see, Daddy.
what can we leave behind for those we care about? There you go, buddy.
Horse there, and then the horse in the church. I don't know what's going on there. A house OST. Interesting that we're playing this now. You know, we just got that call back to Rudy. And this was the, house OST when they were in Rudy's house.
I don't know which slide goes where. There's no order anymore.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm sure they can mess him up. Horsemen. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, I think. That's what it was. I was thinking about horses. But that's gotta be what it is. There it is. Oh, man. Wow, what a way to send a message. That's crazy. Continuing my thought about the number 42, it appears a number of times, but on at least 2 separate occasions in the Book of Revelations. One being the amount of time that the beast is given to rule over the earth, which I think was the symbolism that Walter, who could be considered a beast, had run out of time. But very notably, there's also a passage about 2 prophets who would prophesy for 1,260 days, which equals 42 months on the 360-day lunar calendar that they used in Israel at the time. With that in mind, the leader may not be thinking about himself as Jesus reincarnated in some way, but he might be thinking of himself and Travis as these 2 prophets. At the end of their story in the Bible, they're killed, and everybody is like having a good time partying, rejoicing that they're dead because they caused so much trouble for everybody. But after 3 days, they're resurrected and taken to heaven. This will be a thread that I definitely keep in mind going forward. And I'm glad that it was such a subtle thing that I caught, but I could just be making calculations out of absolutely nothing. Yeah, I mean, I hope he did truly repent, but they were just kind of highlighting horses. And yeah, I know that the horsemen of the apocalypse is a thing. They're kind of like the heralds, you know? And they're not, I don't think they're supposed to be like evil figures per se. I think they're supposed to be working with God. They just bring a lot of different ways of destroying the earth. Like a pestilence, I know, is one. The only one that really stands out to me, let me look at the other ones. Okay, so there was a red horse, which represents war, black horse, which is supposed to represent famine, pale horse, death, and the white horse. That's very interesting. I actually am really enjoying these religious themes. It's cool that they're trying to pull this stuff from that, creating a story around that with serial killers, which is, it's very creative. Yeah, Dexter kind of had an easy kill here. I was kind of suspicious that the guy was getting suspicious of him, kind of using all this as an excuse to like do his own investigations and stuff like that. But he was seemingly actually dealing with a lot of those problems about getting older and stuff like that, and we haven't really seen Dexter worry about being old or being out of his prime. Like, he is in his 40s, I believe, at this point, and he hasn't really showed too many signs of slowing down or any aches and pains or anything like that, because he does stay in pretty good shape. Confronted with that now, and it'll be interesting to see how he deals with that. Dropping those slides, I know that probably really messed his mind up, and it reminded me of a scene from something. I don't know from what though. It was like somebody saying, "I don't match." Deb dealing with those problems, being the lieutenant her first day. I was surprised that she didn't put some forethought into it. I guess she was dealing with the excitement of just having that offered to her, and she wasn't really thinking about, okay, I'm gonna have to spend a lot more time in the office. There's going to be a lot more dynamics that I'm gonna have to deal with. I'm gonna have to deal with the political games now, especially with the LaGuerta being her boss. Last time they kind of seemed to work out their differences a little bit and, you know, give each other some ground. But LaGuerta just seems to be back on her old game, and that seems to be the case with most of the relationships that have happened in the past season. Angel and Maria are gone. Deb and Maria seem to be back, I don't know, a couple seasons ago, how they were, kind of standoffish to each other. Gwen being childish as ever. It's just can't handle a rejection, and I get, you know, he's handling it in his way, going around and getting some empty physical gratification, and just being childish with Deb and making her job harder for her, which is stupid, you know? If he truly loved her, right, he wouldn't be... I really have not liked the guy throughout the show, and I came around to him a little bit to the point where I wasn't annoyed every time I saw him, but he's like reverting. We're reverting so much, it seems like, with a lot of the characters. The progression that they've built up for the previous seasons is kind of being flipped and negated. A lot of this. And this intern with Masuka, I hope he doesn't. I hope I'm pleasantly surprised by Masuka kind of like separating work and his feelings for this intern, but I don't think so. I think he's going to be blind to it until something crazy happens. But she stole the arm. It's a completed case. I'm not really too concerned about that specific piece that happened, but really just what it might mean for the type of person she is, you know, stealing stuff and weird stuff, painting her nails like that. I know Masuka's into that, and that was kind of like a pleasant surprise for him, but in reality, it is pretty weird, and she seems like a very weird person, very obsessed with these things, so there's probably more to her than meets the eye. Wouldn't be a surprise, it's happened before with a lot of characters, so she might be a little bit crazy, and Masuka might be in for a surprise of some kind. I think it was a pretty good episode. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.